Well, good morning. I want to thank everybody for being here this morning to put these fire trucks in service, such a big commitment from the citizens of Broken Arrow. I'd like to start by introducing Vice Mayor Scott Udy to say a few words, and then I'll come back and we're going to have some fun this morning.
Well, good morning. The chief left his comments here and I was going to read them for him, but he asked me not to. It's great to have you all here. It's great to be here to celebrate the citizens' investment in our community. Broken Arrow is so unique because our citizens understand the value of public safety, the value of investing in their own community, and that's what we've done here. These are amazing trucks, these are amazing equipment that our firefighters and our EMTs and our public safety personnel need to be able to do their job, and it always thrills me to be able to celebrate the fact that our citizens understand that. I want to thank Councilman Parks and Councilor Wimpy for joining me today, because we want to make sure you understand that your council supports our firefighters, supports public safety, and appreciates the fact that our citizens are willing to invest in it. So I'm excited today we get to wash up this truck, push it in, and put it into service. So I'll return it to Chief Moore.
Well, again, thank you for being here. It's such an honor to be able to put these fire trucks in service this morning. I'm Jeremy Moore, the Broken Arrow Fire Chief, and it's my honor to host this ceremony of putting Engine 3, which is behind me, Engine 5, and we have 3 ambulances that we're putting in service today, which we call Squad 1, Squad 3, and Squad 5. So really exciting, and we call this an in-service ceremony, but really it's a thank you ceremony because there are so many people involved with bringing these trucks to fruition and making this happen. Our city council, who's here today with us, thank you so much to the city councilors for all that they're doing to support public safety. Our city manager, Mr. Michael Spurgeon, is here today. Thank you so much for your leadership and making sure that these trucks and these issues are on the front of the tip of your tongue when we support public safety. And of course, our citizens for passing the bond issues that made these trucks a possibility. That is very, very important to all of us. So these fire trucks are not just red fire trucks and ambulances, but these are really an investment into public safety in our community. And that investment is returned to our citizens. Last spring we were able to announce an ISO rating of 1. That is the best ISO rating you can have in the nation, and our Broken Arrow Fire Department has that rating. And I would put the men and women of the Broken Arrow Fire Department up against anybody in the nation when it comes to delivering excellent fire and emergency medical services. To get that ISO rating of 1, it takes several things though. Those things are dedicated and trained firefighters, and we have that. It also takes data-driven decision making. And to do that, we have to incorporate our frontline firefighters, these men and women standing behind us. We have to incorporate their decisions, their input into the decisions that we're making. And we put together an ambulance committee as well as a fire truck committee, and these firefighters, our firefighters across the department, had the opportunity to come and tell us what they needed in these fire trucks and ambulances to best serve not just our citizens, but to make it easier for them to do their jobs. So as the administration, it's our responsibility to make sure that we're creating an environment where they can bring that information to us so that we can make the best data-driven decisions possible. So not only are we really proud of the research that our firefighters did to bring these trucks to us, to make sure they're the right trucks for the right time in our community, but we also see these trucks as being a real sense of pride and ownership and tradition for the Broken Arrow Fire Department. And we're very, very proud today to be able to wash these trucks down and push them into the fire station and ring the bell for this ceremony, recognizing all of the hard work that these firefighters do day in and day out. What we do between emergencies is really what makes us successful when the emergencies arise. So the maintenance of these trucks, designing these trucks, and training on them is what they do a lot to make sure that we're perfect when it comes to delivering fire and emergency medical services. So today, as we wash these trucks, we do that because it's a throwback to firefighters of yesteryear when horses and teams of horses pulled the fire apparatus to the emergencies. And when the firefighters would return, they would put the team of horses into the stalls, and then we would wash the fire trucks. We would wash the fire trucks down, and then the firefighters would push the fire trucks into the bays by hand. And so that's why we do this today, to ceremonially put these fire trucks in service. And then once the fire apparatus was pushed into the bay and ready to be back in service, the bell was rang to indicate the crew was ready to respond to the next call. So thank you again to our firefighters for all they've done, and thank you to all of those individuals who support our firefighters and make it possible that they have the best, safest, most technologically advanced equipment so that we're able to do our jobs. So with that, everybody, please join me in grabbing one of these towels, and we will wet down this fire truck. Hopefully not anybody else, but we'll wet down this fire truck, wipe it down, and then we'll push it in. So thank you for being here.